Okay, so here we've got the Familla Pacheco Barrica. Now, we've had Familla Pacheco before, but this is a different wine from them, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Vina Elena, one of my favourite wineries, I would say, and the Pacheco that we normally stock, the Monastrell, 100% Monastrell, probably one of my favourite wines. Absolute beauty of a wine. This is their Barrica. Barrica meaning barrel, because it's had some barrel aging. Not a huge amount, about 3 months. But it is different in the blend, so we're about 65% Monastrell here. Forgotten the other percentages. Bit of Cabernet Sauvignon, and I think it was like 15 of Syrah. So you do the maths. Anyway, we're talking about a blend here of Monastrell, one of the beastiest red grapes you're going to find. Cabernet Sauvignon, certainly one of the most full-bodied red grapes you're going to find in the New World. And Shiraz, again, a pretty punchy grape. So we're putting together 3 muscle men of the great world here.
The eagle-eyed watchers out there will have seen me do 2 things. When I poured it, I made a quick oof, because the colour on it, like, it's deep. Then when I just drank it, wow, that is a big red. Like,
it's a big
red.
Like,
in a good way. Like, that is... I mean, I could smell it. I mean, we don't do a lot of snurling, swiffits. Snurling?
Smelling or sniffing?
That was a blend of swirling and sniffing.
I like it.
No, we don't do a lot of swirling and sniffing, but this, people should get a little sniff of this, because it's got I mean, it's lovely. It's not one of those ones that smells bad and tastes good. This has got a lovely smell to it.
So this is Monastrell and Cabernet, but particularly Monastrell are what I sort of refer to as those purple grapes. Like, they're almost purple in the glass, and they sort of bring out, as well as red fruit flavours, they bring out, like, I like to say Parma violets and sort of flowery flavours. They are wafty. The flavours, like, really waft out of the glass. They're big and they're punchy. Now, Vina Elena, just a little bit about those guys, or those girls, sorry. Full female team. Vina Elena in there with her sisters, her daughter and her mother. Her mission really is about championing Monastrell. So their whole wine range is all about Monastrell. And it's actually about showing the fact that Monastrell, which is generally sort of the beast of the wine world, for example, they put it into Côte de Rhônes and Châteauneuf de Pape to give it guts, to give it punch.
And in France, it's called Mourvedre.
Mourvedre in France, absolutely. So it's sort of considered the beast of the wine world. And her mission is actually to show that, you know, on its own and in the right climate with the right soil. Now, these guys are down in Jamila in the south of Spain on the east coast, but they're high up on a plateau. So again, the altitude sort of cools that down. She's keen to show that actually Monastrell, when you look after it, can be more than a punch in the face of flavour. And I think she does that really well with the 100%er. With the Cabernet and the Shiraz, I think it's a triumph. I mean, we're talking about 3 heavyweight boxers put together, and it's lovely.
I mean, it is a beast, but it's like Beauty and the Beast, where he's at the ball and he's got a suit on, you know, and he's trying, bless him. He's trying, like, he's a beast, but it's a tamed beast. Like, yeah, this is
100%. I would be that bell any day.
all over it. So, right, okay, big red. You know, when are we cracking this open?
Well, do you know what? This is one of our more premium wines. There's no doubt about it. These 3 grapes together cost a bit more money, but it's not crazy money. But I would save it for a nice meal. There's no doubt about it. Food with it's going to be great. Protein is going to break down those tannins. What am I talking about there? Well, it's that grippy feeling. We've got 3 grippy grapes here. You know, they're gripping hold of your gums. They're drying your gums out. Bang that with some red meat, some lamb, you know, some steak, some burgers even. It's going to cool that down. It's going to release the grip a bit and make it even more enjoyable. So, you know, if you're having a steak dinner night, you know, maybe a date night or something like that, and you want something a little bit nicer to go with it, 100% great for that. For me, though, I think that it's such a triumph of taming heavyweight grapes. I'd drink it on my own. Maybe with a little cheese, a little nibble of cheese of an evening. Just enjoy it to myself, sod everyone else. Thank you very much.
I'd have to have
Bit of
something
cheddar.
with this, because this is a 14 and a half, and if I just sat and nursed the bottle myself, I would know it.
I think you could swap this out for port, though. Just enjoy it with a cheese board.
Yeah, I think a bit of cheese and, you know, and some nibbles. I think, you don't necessarily need to focus this around a main meal. I think the right nibbles with this, I mean, get me the cheese board. I'm all in. Cheers.
Cheers.